So my name is Liz, and I have been working with Stephen through the Thrive programme for maybe the past, I suppose, 7 or 8 weeks. I came to Stephen because I had a problem with picking at my fingers, worrying in the first place about I suppose it was a manifestation, I think, of stress. And when I rang Stephen, it was about, first of all, the discussion was about how stressed I was, how happy I was with my life, how I seemed to be very highly functioning, but never gave myself a pat on the back, never appreciated myself. And I've spent my life really doing all those things, doing lots and lots and lots of things, but never noticing when life was going right, noticing when most things were going wrong, and often thinking that I was wrong in the background was the mood music maybe for the whole thing. So after the first consultation I had, it was an hour consultation, and I went away, and the big decision I had to make was about how much effort I wanted or was willing to put into the programme. I thought that there was a chink of light, and I certainly was convinced that there was an opportunity here for me to change things for really forever for myself. But it was going to require me to put in a bit of effort. So I walked away, and I had some serious thinking to do from that. And then the first week I came and started the Thrive programme. And one of the big things that happened for me was I read 2 chapters of the programme after the first week. And those were about having, about your beliefs and values and attitudes, and then starting to think about having a sense of power and control over your life. And within the first week, the big change happened for me, and everything else followed on from that. But the big moment was that I had, for the first time ever, believed that I had power over my own thoughts, that I could start to manage my emotions, and I started to notice things about how I approached living, everyday living. One of the biggest changes that my partner told me was about when I make the children's lunch every morning, and that every morning whenever my partner says, "How are you doing today, Liz?" I would just sigh, and that was the start of my day. It was uphill, moving uphill from every moment. And within a week of starting the Thrive programme, I noticed that I had stopped sighing, and that I had started to think about each day slightly differently. And it wasn't a big chore, it had just naturally occurred because my belief about the world seemed to be changing. That I was able to manage that every day might have more opportunities rather than a pain or a struggle throughout the day. So for me, the Thrive programme, from that first week or 2 weeks, has been life-changing. From the outside, it looks like I do everything exactly the same because I was always able to achieve lots of things. But from the inside, everything looks completely different. It feels completely different. I have a different view of life and love. I'm able to show more love because I'm less worried about what the world is thinking. I'm able to manage lots of the stress that I had because I try to manage my view of what's coming next and think about where am I now, how can I think differently. And one of the big things within the Thrive programme that I've noticed is this way of starting the day differently, where I've written out a card for myself, which is, and it's my essence of the Thrive, which is, what sort of a day do you want for yourself today? And when I wake up and I'm feeling in a slump, I start working through what sort of a day do I want for myself. And that sounds like such a small thing, but to my mind the Thrive programme is covered in small things that when you put them into practice makes such a difference to your life.